Hi everybody. I now upload relationships once every 2 weeks. Okay, so that's why I skip a week and then I upload the next week. One, because my ancestors are relying on my ass to do it myself and I'm not very good at relationships. I had three things that I wanted to talk about in this week. And so I picked one. Why? Sometimes you just can't get into a relationship. I think we talked about that. We talked about that before that, if you wanted to get married, you should have become boy smart and you should have started when you were very young. That's what I was told by the elders. You started 13, 14 studying boys. And then when you reach a certain age, you now know how to pick the right man. Some of us were nerds, some of us were reading books, so obviously we didn't get to that. If I haven't talked about that before, let me know in the bottom of the thing with the comments, and then I will do it in detail as we were taught by our initiation teachers. They literally said that you're a loser if you don't start doing boys at 11, 12, 13. You're a loser. You will never understand how boys work and you will never be able to get them to give you what you want. And in my case, that happened to be true 100%. And at 53, I ain't gonna lie to you. I know my grandmas are all about la di da, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I've completely given up. I have given up on ever understanding a man enough for the man to give me what I want. But then I realized that most of my relationships anyway were based on desperation, my desperation. So, at this point, my desperation. So at this point, who gives a fuck? Like at this point, who cares, right? I am just wanting to live the rest of my life the best way I can, you know, and have dogs instead of cats. So anyway, today, however, I'm going to talk about something that came up when I was reading someone, and then we can take it from there. I was reading someone today, and I saw that. Well, I didn't see it actually alone. I was taking a class and I had two students and we were reading someone based on, because I don't want to lie, we were reading someone based on unmasking a soul. I was teaching my students how to unmask a soul because there are souls out there that are very good at hiding themselves. That's one. They will, do one thing with one hand while they do another thing with another hand, if you know what I'm saying. And those are the souls that mask themselves. They don't want to look bad in the eyes of God. Usually these are extremely religious people, like we were doing a very, very religious woman. These extremely religious people, they have masks. So they have this side they want to stand in front of God and show. Then they have this other side. We're talking about Christian religion. You know what I'm saying? They have masks. So we're talking about uh, those sorts of souls. So anyway, this was a woman, right? Extremely religious, and you know, wanting to live her life by biblical ways. And so we decided to read her. And in reading her, I discovered something. And this is why we're here. We discovered something. She has this smell that totally repulses men of a certain class. Okay, like, yeah, I'd never seen that before. That's crazy. No, that's fucking crazy, but it actually exists. She has this smell that repulses men of a certain social and income bracket. She smells to them. She's not poor, she is very wealthy in her own right. Of course, being a Bible thumper, you know what I'm saying? In her own right, she's very wealthy. She's not poor, but she has this smell. that turns off men of a social class and attracts men of another social class. I mean, that was a big breakthrough, bitches. I mean, that is a big breakthrough in relationships. When you smell, and when your smell brings you the type of men that come to you, basically, we are all animals. It's an elemental level. Getting a man is seriously not based on whether you did this right or you did this wrong, besides the fact that you should have been studying them at around 11, 12, 13. Getting a rich man or getting a poor man is preordained. It is fucking predestined. I mean, the fuck. The fuck. Okay. The fuck, bitches. The fuck. It is literally preordained and it is destiny. So, what was her issue? Why does she have this smell? This smell that turns off wealthy men. Well, wealthy men are generally predators. They go for the best DNA that they can get their hands on. Whether you people believe it or not, whether we see their women and we say, she's a harlot, she's a hoe, she's da 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 da. No, they smell it. This is the best right here. They smell it. I'm gonna breed this one because she has characteristics that he would like passed on to his offspring without him even realizing it. He is a predator. She is probably a predator too. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just guesswork. But anyway, he is drawn to that female because she has the scent that tells him that right there, that's your bitch. That is your bitch. And that's why the Kardashians always have men, rich men. They have that scent. They have that smell of, I'm supposed to be wealthy. I was born to wealth and I'm a rich man's wife, right? What was her problem? Incest. Pretty much, we went down her lineage, right? There was a lot of incest, right? And in that, she became a defective to predatory men. So, to predatory men, although she looks very normal, she's very beautiful. Very beautiful. And she's got sexy lips, very beautiful. All the things that they were thinking about. Very beautiful, sexy lips, big boobs and all that jazz. Sexy woman who is extremely religious, right? She was a product of years of incest, of inbreeding between them, and that smell, that gives her an actual smell. It's crazy, but true. It gives her an actual smell, and that smell repels rich men. They smell her inbreeding. They literally smell her inbreeding and they go, fuck. Literally. And then they avoid her. And then because they have smelled her inbreeding, they begin to see her as something else. They see it in her eyes. They see it, they hear it in her voice. They just hear it. And here she is trying to be very friendly, very nice. And the sirens are going, wee, 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 wee. Step back, step back, step back, step back. So then we say, if such women exist, so basically she is for the poor dudes. She's truly for the poor dudes. And why would the poor dudes come to her? Because of the same thing. It's crazy. Inbreeding. This is a scent they understand. This is a scent that they know. This is a scent they know, a scent they understand. So basically, it's like, oh, one of us, right? Even though she ain't, she be a millionaire. Okay? Because we just picked someone to read. We just picked somebody to read, right? Even though she ain't, right? Um, she has the smell. It attracts them and they come to her. And well, she tries with them. It doesn't work. But basically, her smell literally tells men what she does. So it's really the most interesting shit ever. Okay. No, I'm serious. This is some interesting shit ever. Her smell literally states what she does. The scent. They look at her. She's very well put together, right? You won't believe it, right? She's very well put together. And she has been, private school. Yeah. You know the works, guys, the works of wealth. But when they look at her, that's not, when they smell her, that's not what they see. And this is why housewives of New York, this is why Bethany, for instance, is just not getting it right. This is why she's not getting married. The only time she got married was to a man who was much poorer than herself. Then he tried to take her for everything when she decided to divorce him. Right? And she divorced him because he was complaining that she was working too hard. Do you know what I'm saying? It's really difficult to be of a certain income bracket and then to marry down. There's always a problem unless if that man has achieved his own things, like Stedman Graham. He's happy and satisfied. He was happy and satisfied with his shit. He had done what he could do. He was done. You know what I'm saying? So she's like that. She is like Bethany Frankel. We just won't say her name because she actually is related to one of my students, right? She's like that. And they see something else. So she is eating caviar and all that jazz, and she's crying like, why aren't I getting married, right? They see somebody who goes to bars, somebody who goes to those down and out bars and digs, someone who is there just blinking like a bird and just talking and, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They see someone, who does trashy stuff. Like literally, that's what plays in their minds when they meet her, see her in every way. That's what plays in their minds. Never mind that her hair is very well done. Never mind that she takes good care of herself. Never mind that. The only problem this girl has is her smell. Now, how about that? So, because she doesn't want to marry beneath her, she's lonely. All she has to do is to marry beneath her, but she won't. She can't because society says no to the motherfucking no, and she doesn't want to be humiliated, and she doesn't want to have this person, but she can never ever get a man who is of her social class because she has that smell. She has this smell, and I don't know if the rest of her siblings have that smell, but she has this smell, and she can't get away from it. And so I truly asked because that one was fucking fascinated. Okay, and I'm truly gonna see because I'm just learning how to make soaps, and I'm just excited. But I truly am gonna see if I can't create a soap to mask that smell because it's an energy, it's a scent. I want to see if I can't create it, but that's not why I'm giving this. The thing is, it struck my ancestors that if you are troubled by a lot of, and even my student kind of mentioned it, my student kind of mentioned that she needs to bathe in roses. And then we just laughed. She said, maybe the roses will help. Maybe the roses will help to stifle the scent. And then when she walks out, she will attract the type of man that she wants to. I mean, this is a woman who has tried everything. She takes very good care of herself. She's beautiful. So anyway, when she said that, we didn't think about it, but here you go, bitches, right? If you are really going out there and you are really, really, really attracting the type of men that you do not want to attract, I suggest that you use rose, a soap with rose and lilac, or both rose and lilac as a soap, right? As soaps. Like, I suggest you get a lilac and rose and then alternate, right? But chant on the bar of soap to mask the scent that attracts a certain type of man. I'm gonna do it too. I just don't want to attract any man at this point. I'm done. I'm exhausted. I was working on my funeral arrangements today, so whatever. But yes, I'm going to be cremated. The decision has been made, right? I'm going to be cremated. It's on paper. But anyway, it's like I'm just so gonna tell you that you need to chant on rose and lilac, and you need to stifle the scent, any scent at all. So if by now every woman knows the type of men that she attracts, right? If you really, really don't want them, okay, why don't we try to do that? Why don't we try to use rose soap and lilac soap? I'm gonna make some lilac soap and some rose soap. I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna sell it to you bitches, okay? And I'm gonna chant on it too. But anyway, why don't you do that for now? Just wash yourselves to remove the scent. Try to get some rose shampoo or lilac shampoo and wash yourselves with that. Then go out there and see what you're gonna get. Let's see if the type of men you attract has changed. Okay, let's see. Be my guinea pigs. Who's gonna be my guinea pig? Who's gonna be my guinea pig? Because this changes everything. Okay, it's literally, I've always complained that I always get the same type of men. I always get the same type of men. I do. I do. Whether they are white or black or green or orange, the same type of men. So there you go. There you go, bitches. Thank you and see you in 2 weeks. Okay. Kisses.